For you, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Why? Because or can I take a picture of you and send it to my kid? Because if you wanted to paying 50, no, you can sit here. So I'm ADHD, so every time when I need to listen to something, I need to do something at the same time. So I want to color that so it's easy to take focus. This is how it works for me. So then we can start. Okay. Okay, so nice meeting you. My name is Mori. I'm mother-in-law. Here's my mother-in-law, so you all get to know it. No one missed it. So we're going to talk about colors. Okay, the energy that they have and the power that they have. I'm not an artist. I wish I had, but I'm not. But I'm really curious about color and the energy that they have. So before we start, when you hear the word colors, so what comes to your mind? Colors. Happy. Happy.
Lights.
Rainbow.
Losing
Lights. What is it?
They call losing green. Losing certain colors.
Ah, okay, just a specific color that is yours. Okay. So mostly we have something with colors. Anyone in the street, no matter what the age, if you have the ability to see. So when you say colors, it's like, I have something. I love, I hate, something. And now I want you to look around and try to find 5 blue items. 5. Let's look around you.
Blue?
Yeah, blue. Okay, so we have 5 blue things. And now try to think how many 3 items you saw. How many? Yellow items. No, I didn't see yellow. I thought you asked for blue. I see blue, right? So if I'm focused on one color, that's what I see. Right? We open our brain, we see the color that we are looking for. Because all the time we have many colors around us. And we want to, like, in this workshop, what we're going to do is like open the colors, to try to see, to like feel them even more than we already done. So how I came to be. So I said, my name is Mori. I was born and raised here in Tzfat. And I grew in religious, like in Al-Sheikh, if you know, very religious. My parents became religious. And I didn't find myself inside. It's many things together, also my ADHD and trouble like this. And I felt like I don't have a place as a woman in Judaism. That's what my feeling was. My brother used to go to, they have my mitzvah, and it used to come out on them, and it was very like, wow, and for me, the mitzvah, okay, let's eat something, wow, you're the mitzvah night. I didn't feel I have my place. And all together, so I became, I don't know how to say, but I came out rebellious. Like I tried, I said, okay, I don't know nothing. I want to find myself. I want to find my answers. And I was very like also angry and upset with all religious people. And I was very innocent. And so me and I met Nathan. I don't know how, but we married. It was like a really nice because we didn't know what we were doing, but we did it.
No one knows.
And,
That's my son.
And we went together to America. We did the Agalot. So at Agalot, you sell in the kiosk, like you have a kiosk in the middle of the mall, and you stop people to sell them products. So we sell skin products.
Dead Sea.
We don't call it Dead Sea anymore because
The Sea of Life.
So you said the truffles, and you said wine, and you said many other things. The same product, just different names. So you will start like new things. And I start to see the American girls, and I'm very like I am for real. Like, it is cheating, and it's not like a nice thing to do, but at the end, I meet women, and we are talking. And I saw the most rich lady that I even imagined in my life, like diamonds and everything that you can imagine, material they have. And in a minute that they sit in front of me and I give them the mirror, so They're like, wow, you don't know, I cannot sleep at night because I have this, or any, and it's for real, this is real, they cry for real tears. It's not like it's not something that's just like, and I was
They have
surprised.
this, I mean.
And they do botox and they do creams and they pay hundreds and thousands of dollars to change their way their look. And it was weird for me. I wrote even Tzfat, I didn't know what is involved. For real, like I didn't know. So we did Philadelphia and Florida and California, we changed to Boston. And every time I saw it again and again, like 15, 20 women in a day, that they're crying and they said, I cannot sleep, and it's true, and this is the way they live. And we did it like for a long time, for more than a year, and I became like, after I knew them and I became like with confidence and I started to start my regions, it was so perfect, like dolls, and you said, what am I going to sell her? And she'd help you to sell her, and she said, oh, look, I did this. And I thought, okay, I feel sorry
You
for
were a
them.
great salesman, you made a lot of money.
Huh? I was okay. Yeah, I was very free. It was very like, I tried to tell them, love yourself, and it's not work if you don't say I'm beautiful. And I try to give them also from that, because this is real beauty, you know, like it. And I started feel really sorry for them. I said, wow, no way, women should live this way. She's looking on these high heels and she cannot walk, so she's lying on the ground. So she's lying on the man, which is the sport shoe. You can walk, it's strong, of course. And it was, okay, it was like a sign for me, this is not how the word, like they said, I'm looking for answers, so this is not answer for me. Because they try to don't look like they have baby, like they say they age. How old are you? So you don't say how, you say how young you are. And she said the number like she reads something terrible. It's your age, it's something okay, just worried inside. It's just, so everything is look weird and not make any sense. And then from there, we took the plane all the way to India. It was like, whoa, different world from the future and the past. And we came, we're looking for a taxi, so we go to the station, and then we became a woman. She's belly out. She don't have one tooth. She smiles. She's looking very like, no, she's looking very like not. Then she smiles. So okay, maybe something here is interesting, because she don't care how she looks, but she looks happy. And then we talk, and like 1 month and 2 months and 3 months. And then I had like this time I did yoga, one guest house we had. And she came to me, the owner of the guest house, she came to me, she said, wow, you're doing yoga, what? And I was like, you're in India, I need to learn from you how to do yoga. She said, no, I don't have time for it. And it was like 6 a.m., something like that. And just tried doing the laundry and doing the dishes. And she's like, they are like kind of slave. Really, it's very sad. They're like mama, like the culture. They have, like she's the lowest. She don't have any way to have money from her own. It's only that she, if her husband is still alive, so she can own the money. If it's that, so it's going back to his parents. And then she's like always near, but work the hardest, and they concern Shabbat, like Tzmeot. If you want to be spiritual, if you want to be holy, if you want to do something for the spirit, so you must avoid women. First thing you do. Because if you have a woman, so probably all the bad things come to you, because they're the sin. Also in Christianity, the woman shows the sin. The sin, like she's the chapter man, and all the like the sin of the skin, of the body, all with women. And so also I said, no way, it cannot be true. It cannot be that this is how I try. I grew up as well, I became a woman. And I said, no way, this is how women should live in this world. And with all the hate that I had, so all this time, all the anger that I had, and the limit of Judaism in general, so it became a little bit like more far. You can think this again on the thing because you're far. physically far away, so you have the ability to think again. And then it started like voices from the past come to me about women, that she's the cow of the house, she has the power, she's this. Okay, it was something that I tried very slowly, because the ego also, it's like I was very proud when I became not religious. So I did it more quietly when I became, again, find my way. So in this, what we're going to do today, we have three meetings. We're going to find like, a new perspective about women. How do they even see women? Through the three mitzvot that we have. We have three mitzvot, not as many. As I said, I felt like it's not fair, but again, we're looking at it again like a new look. So three this mitzvot. And with the colors. So it's going to be the next two meetings, we will do art together. So this is the woman, this is like a question that we asked to put on the side. And now we want to talk about the color. So the color, the first thing when we born, the first thing we know before we know shape, before we know word, we see color. Colors, they're like telling us the story of the word. We can tell if the fruit is ready or too like after finished to be ready, or the fire, what the heat of the color, the distance between the product. The colors are telling us the story. If we will shut everything down and it will be dark here, so we don't know nothing about the room. We don't know if there is chairs, if there is a wall, if there is a computer. We don't see anything. We just see dark. And when we have the light, we have the color, so we start to understand, okay, this is far, this is close, this is me in the picture. So they're like telling us the story before we even know shape. In order to see the colors, so we must have, whoever must have, in order to see colors, eyes is ours, we must have eyes that work for Hashem, and we must have light. When we have light, so the light, we're not going to talk too much, just a little bit. We have the sperm of Newton, yes. So what we find out is, Mansera. Mansera. Something that sounds like prism. Thank you. Thank you. Prism. Prism. Thank you. I need to know Yeah. So what he showed that in the light, white light, we have all the colors exist inside. If the light will be purple, for example, so we don't have all the colors. Everything will be a little bit purple, blue, it will be closed. When we have the white light, we already have all the colors inside. And then the light touches the object. And whatever she touched, we see it as color. If you touch the green, we see it as green. Like there is a detail for it, but we don't really need it. And if we want to have the light, we must have source of energy right now. I cannot hold like in a bag light for tomorrow. I must have light or flashlight, anything that will have energy in this amount of time. I will just say that because we're not going to talk about the color today, so I will just say that it shows because we're going to talk about, like according to Kabbalah. No, I didn't imagine anything, we're just looking at the Kabbalah and see that. So it said that the white color, it shows the wheel. The color wheel, today we'll talk only on the white color. We have it's like the crown on top of the head, and it's the level of the idea. In the white color, we have already all the color. When I want to build a word, if I want to build a chair, so I already see the chair, right? Now I need to think if I need 4 legs and how am I going to do that and how I'm going to connect them together. I have all the details. So when the creator, when Hashem wants to create the world, so in his idea already we are existing. Now it needs to go to Chokhmah, to Bunah, to that, all the world until we have this form. So at the the white light represents the color we see that Hashem created the world in this period of time. It's not like he used to build the world 6,000 or whatever years ago, and we're like going on. Like we see the colors, we know that there is sun right now. Same, we exist, so it means that he created us really like right now. So we know that in humanity, we have many disagreements, right? We have different languages, we have everything we disagree. Like everyone thinks differently. The one thing that no matter where you go in the world, you will see everyone agree is color. We can see it in traffic lights. We can go to Iran, we can go to America, we can go to, I don't know, Egypt. Wherever you go, you will see the traffic lights the same. Red is for stop, blue is for that, green is for that. And it's something. It's like, wow, there is something that we can start from there to anywhere. So everywhere in the world, they're the same. Now, you cannot really see because, okay, but I want to tell that our eyes is like the sense that we trust the most, right? I saw in my eye. I know it, but still we know that our eyes can fool us. So there is like a tattoo, again, that it looks big, but it's small. I feel like that it's too small, so we're not going to see it, but it happens sometimes that we think that we saw something, but actually it's not as we see it. So we need to remember that as much as we can talk about color and how they are amazing, it's only our eyes. It's like something that we need to remember, okay, we cannot really trust it like it's the fact. When we talk about the colors, so it's from this book, it's called Mori. I'm private shaver. He gave me the book.
She didn't write it though. She didn't write it though.
Yeah, when I start to think about colors, so it's from the book. It's called Mori. Moshe Kododar, yeah. Okay, no, he didn't write the book. So the beginning, it's like a huge, massive, like very like big book, and there is like one page from here to here. That's it. This is the color chapter. Very small, very very short. He said about the colors, and he said we must remember this is the beginning. I will read it. I did say that, but it's not. Like the one who is trying to find and like the Ma'ayen, try to look the details, to be careful. And I learned that so that you don't want to think that the things are kipshutam, it's not as simple. It means that we need to remember that it's not the color, we're going to talk about the energy that the color has. So it's not the green has the color to, I don't know, whatever we'll learn. It has the ability to observe the energy from the sphera above, and then it will affect us. Okay, it's important, like to put it in mind. So when we want to, yeah, they like drink. Actually, we said that they are telling stories. So we have the white color, all the color inside. Now Hashem wants to make this world for us that we can live in this world and have the choice to believe or not to believe, to remember, not to remember. So the colors giving us like the story, like think about it like a stage, like a game, like a movie, whatever. And then the colors give the energy. For example, if there is a blood, so it's red. We see it as red colors. So it's green, they connect to one. We want like I don't want to go to specific color, but the color has the ability to absorb the power from the world. It's not stuck, because it's important not to stop at the color, because then it's called like the picture, like we did with that. If we think that the color has power, so it's wrong. They have color, but the color is from Boreolam. The color like observe the power. Observe. Yeah, don't learn English from me.
You're doing great.
Wow.
Really are.
Yeah, thank you. I'm a little bit nervous.
No, don't be hard.
No, you're nice. We're with you. Thank you.
He had to do it in Hebrew.
Yeah,
That's true.
the language of the colors. Okay. Guys. So we have, if you see it, you know the 10 counts. You familiar with that?
What?
There's like when we talk, so I will show because it is. When we talk about the Kabbalah, everything that has to do with Kabbalah, so we have this structure. Thank you. So we have this structure, and it shows how everything is from the Olam. We have the crown on top, on the crown, and then we have like the counts. Chokhmah, the Bina, it's like our body. Okay. It's called we have in the Torah, so when we got the Torah, we have the Pardeh of the Torah. We didn't got only the Torah Shebiktav, what we think, the story, the Rashid, but there is Pardeh. So we have the Shat, the simple, the story, we have the Remed, which is like the clue. If you see something written in there in the same word that is said there, so you can understand that maybe then and so it's like a clue inside. And then we have the Drash. The Drash is like the story that when Moshe stands there, also happened that is like story behind, it's called Drash. And we have the story. Story is the secret of the Torah. And all the years ago, until now, really the Hari and that, it was secret, like secret. No one talked about it. And it was like one rabbi had like few, maybe 1,000 students, so we used to learn only with 5. For example, Rabbi Akiva, so we had the 5 students that with them he used to learn the secret. All the others, they didn't hear about it, just to learn the Pshat, the Remez, and the Drash. The Sod was something that they didn't talk about because it's very deep and it's like sometimes it's too much information, we cannot really understand it. And when someone learns Sod, sometimes when people drink, when they learn the Sod, so they're like, they think if I do that and if I focus in the other area, the stuff feels too much important. So it's better that they don't know and just go naturally with whatever like they know. Something happened in the last, from maybe the Ari, but we can really see it now, that people that even if they're not Jew, they really want to hear the secret. They want to like see Madonna, she's coming here to start to learn Kabbalah, right? It's something that even if they don't Jew, they're curious. Something about the secrets, they like attract to it. And there is something with secrets that you want to reveal, right? Secret is something that at the end, everyone will know. And what happened, it says in the Zohar was 800 years ago, I think. That it said it's going to be a generation that everyone will want to like drink, like thirsty. They want to drink the salt, like they want to know it and to learn and to know as much as they can about it. And the difference between this generation, let's say 100 years ago, there's many different, and one of them is, for example, the electricity and all of that. And of course, the internet. It's changed the world and it's changed our brain because 500 years ago, you said you can read, hear something, and Hashem in the sky will hear it. What? No way. Sounds like imagination, not true. But today you can touch something here. I'm not sure where they're listening to us, but probably far away. How it can be? So it opened our brain to maybe there is a chance that we can understand deep things like code. Like when we talk the 10 counts, it's like code. So then maybe our brain is a little bit more open to understand this code. And women, we have the power in the top. There is 9 kabin shel dibur came to this work and talking. 10 went down, came down, and 9 the women collect, like we want that. So, and when we talk secrets, it's by the top. So I feel that women have the our energy and the way we speak and also the color, all the secrets will come at the end from us. It's not like, it's not I think, but the Geulah, the end, will also the Geulah to Mitzrayim, when they came out from Mitzrayim, and also the future Geulah will be from us. And okay, from me, so what my power? Talking. So we probably need to think about that. Until we do with this word something. And there is, I don't have the source, so I will say it like in Subrayim, because I don't have the where it's written. That the secret, the first secret in the Tanakh is Yaakov to Rachel, right? So the secret. And what she did, she told to her sister, what to do? It's a secret, like you don't have to tell. But she did tell, and it was the right thing to do. Because sometimes we need, if we have something, so we need to share, even if we like don't supposed to. Like we need to watch them. So the secret that the simanim that Yaakov, this is what I don't have the source, the simanim that Yaakov gives to Rachel, it's the three of the woman. We have the Poshat Chala, the Nida, and the Nida. And that's what we're going to talk today. So we are going to find the secret, and I call this workshop the secrets of yourself. Like the colors are telling us something, and they're touching us differently, and it's like very different between each one of us. How we name the color, how we feel the color, how we like them together, how we blend them. Okay. Okay. So this will be it for today. It's a little bit short. So if we have a question, maybe we'll okay. But I don't want to start with the color. We'll do only the white. And we'll do that and we'll do that. So the sirot, they're like mashal. So what you ask, like, what? So they're like mashal. Mashal is like a story that from the story you can understand to another thing. It's not connected, it's important because we do talking about big like things, so we don't want to touch and change it. But we just want to find the right way with like humble to talk about them. So they're like mashal to what's really going above us and in the other world. And we have the middle line, we have the kettle and the belly, and we have the right arm, and we have the left arm. So we have the three basic color, primary color. Yeah. So we have the three primary color. We have the blue in the right arm, we have the red in the left arm, and we have the yellow in the middle. So that's just for the next week. Try to observe, try to feel, try to sense. I don't know, whatever. Just try to open, like we did in the beginning, like with this little game. Try to. Maybe I will touch this color, let's see what, try to play with it, just with not judging. Many times when I said that I'm doing the colors, so if I like orange, so if I hate green, but I don't see it as something to diagnose. Yeah, I don't see it as diagnose, I see it as more a way of life. I try to feel it. And to work, the best way to work with color is when they feel good. Because color does, it's that simple. If it doesn't feel good, so maybe I can try to see why, to try to understand what this color is. We will learn some, like how to do it, but the first and the last thing is it's supposed to feel good. If I hate the color and I just go, give it, it's not going to do any good. So we have the white color. The white color shows, like we said, the level of the idea and the options. When you have the white, you always so nice, you don't have you didn't use the paper. So when you want to draw, so you have a new page. Maybe you can write, maybe you can paint, maybe you can do everything you want. All the options you have in the white color, the level of the idea. And it's the color, it connects with good. It's something that is like goodwill, like chesed, but in the most highest way. If we compare, we have the white color, and the other side will be right. Yeah, how you know? We know it. we all know it's amazing about colors. It's not like we learn something new. You will say, why I didn't know? We know, but we like remember because every time when we were in the like at the belly of mommy, so we already knew. We learned with the angel. We know everything. So we just need to remember. So colors is the first memory that we have. So it's very. We all know that white and black. So we have the white light, all the color inside. The white object, for example, this chair, all the light that will touch the chair will come back to me. Okay, so it brings 100% of the light. And the opposite, it will be the black. The black absorb all the light. Absorb. And what I said? Absorb. Yeah. I didn't listen. Absorb. The black, I do it also like for taglit, so they don't as nice as you. They let me go with my mistake. So it absorbs all the light, the touch. Okay, this is why it's called the black, exactly. If you go in a sunny day, you will see a car, black car, white car. Which one will be more hot? The black, right? It absorbs all the light and it just keep it to himself. This is why it connects to evil, to bad, to like something that is negative for us. But actually the black color have many good things. It's not bad and good. Again, if it makes you feel good, so it is good. We need to remember.
That's my work.
Huh?
That's my work. That's my color.
So after we have the white, so we have all the levels between. We have the black, 100%. Yeah, white bring you all the light, and in between we have all the rainbow. We will talk also about the rainbow. So this is how we say it. Shemo v'tachlit hatov, mechok hatov le'etiv. From the law of the good is to do good. This is like when Hashem wants to create the world, so Ratzah hatov le'etiv. The will want to do good. So this is what the white color shows. And I want to talk more about the white. So in art, when we mix color, we do it next week, and after when we mix color. So every time when you mix color, you add more white. If you don't add white, so it gets very dark very fast, and you cannot almost see the color. So this is in art, and it's the generous color. Bring all the colors to you. And you can see we have the sentence in the Kabbalah, it said, Tov, so we said, Tov, it's better, Hamalbin Shinai Mechavero, Mimashkeu Chalab. Right? You know this? It's better to like smile, to show the white of the teeth, then give him a meal. So it's compared two different of giving. We have like something in me, it's my body, it's my smile, then to give something that's out of me. But both of them in white color. White is show giving and mercy, and it connects to be like naive and pure, like also in the movie. So we have the good and we have the bad. So it will be white and black, or maybe red, right? This is the color that they use. It's like you can see it in the creation. Again, it's all there. It's not something that is new. It's not something that only even for Judaism. It's something all over the world. You can see outside and you see the white color, we see it on top. Like we have the brown, so we see it on top and everything comes from down. So it's like the cloud, like a night cloud and sunny day that shows that it's going to be rain. And it shows truth that it's not, it's very, you cannot run away from it. It's very clear. Like when we go to the cosmetician, so she has this professional, they have this white light, you see anything. So this is the white, it shows everything inside, you cannot run away from it. And sometimes it's too much. If you go to snow, you need to put sunglasses, so it's not too much. Yeah, and when we have Yom Kippur, so we wear white because we want to bring mercy that is above nature. White is good and very like strong. We see it. We have the white flag. When there is a fight. So if you want to show like you're giving up and you want to show peace, so you show white, like okay, I'm going backwards. So it's against the. You can see it. You can give me also example. We can try to think together where we see it. So we have it on doctors. They wear white because sometimes when someone feels pain, probably this is mostly when we see doctors. So you don't want to think about the doctor as someone who has family and he sleep well or not. We don't care about the doctor. We want the doctor to be like white, only for us, giving 100% for what we can. And it's also relaxed. Kabbalah make us to relax. So that's why they use it. Everything that we will do here, it's just an example that I have, but you can give example and you will see that it works every time. Because it is the true how they work works.
Now, just thinking, you got to be somebody in a hospital, and could you imagine if like all the doctors and nurses wore black? And the difference it would make.
Or red.
No, seriously, think of the difference it would make in our minds. See, like it would be such a heavy negative thing.
Yeah, and you say negative and it's just a feeling.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So we have like we have a little bit more time, so I will talk about something I didn't explain. When I worked, like we're going back to India, and I wasn't, didn't that I wasn't religious. I was very not. I was like upset, and if someone said something like, no, I was very like with a lot of anger in me. And we did the yoga course. I did it, and I started to do yoga by like many teachers, and then I did the yoga course, and I saw that they work avodah zarah with very passion. It's something that you need to be there to understand it. Because here you can see religious people, they walk in the street, they go in that, you don't see them like that on the belief. In India, you go any car, any little rickshaw, no matter how small, they have like a little something that hangs on top, like a red something, and they have like they do something for us. Or if you go many places, so they go on the street and they have like circles together, and they go and that's what they do. They do many things like in the daily routine in order to connect to what they believe. And my brother, when I came back, he told me they don't have yetzer hara. So they all have this like passion. Yeah, it's very interesting. They have very like passion to what they believe. Because no one like interrupt them. Like we like what we feel that we want and we will forget and again we want. So they very like they want it. Very very.
You see our roads are on the street.
Yes. Until you understand that it's the right time. I was sitting one day, like waiting for a friend, and like in the building, just sitting down there. And then someone came to me, and I had something in the back, and okay. And I stayed there like maybe 10 minutes, and 20 people at least. I had something in the back, and then I moved. I didn't stay. It was like a hole on the wall, and it didn't have a picture. It had like words on the floor, and they checked, and they keep going. And they have many like them. So you can feel the power that it has. Because even if you don't believe me, I'm not religious, I don't care, it's just like you don't believe, but you cannot ignore it. It's everywhere, every time, all the time. Yes. And
It's a lot easier than carrying you around in your head. For your eyes, right?
Yeah. But think it's
have something to touch.
Okay. Yeah, this is what it is. So I start to feel like the power. I couldn't feel the power that there is there. It's something. And then I did the yoga course. So I thought I'm not like if you do chanting and they call it the praying, they call it chanting. So I don't want to be. I will come 1 hour. Okay. So I wasn't in the 1 hour that they do specific class, but before and after the class, so they do chanting. And with the course with me, it used to be like a European guy and a French girl, and like not Indian. And they learn the words. you said what no one understands. It sounds like nothing. But they close their eyes and blah, 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 and they do it very like, you feel all like the environment around. And I start to this is like my story, how I open my heart again, because it's such, I couldn't ignore it, okay. So I started to put the headphones in the center, because it's still weird to me to sit there, because I do that and breathe, and I don't say what I hear, so I close my eyes one day, and I see, I had like Hamash something, and I saw Hannah v'Shivat Banim, Hannah and the 7 kids. And I see, because I see my body there sitting there like that, and I, in my mind, I imagine that there is 7 kids, and they don't need to do anything. They don't need to believe. They don't even need to say. Just take the ring, put it there, go to your home. No, 1 kid, and they start from the big. This is something I learned after that. They start from the big one and to the lowest one, because the little one, like he has more questions and he don't know enough. So because if the little one will jump to the fire, so we always never do it. We start this one like the third strategy that they did, and I like in my mind I see 1, see the second, let's see, and it was something I feel like, and then like it was very like I feel like I saw it. But I didn't, but it was very strong. And I imagine her, she's like standing after the last one, she's hanging on the roof and jumping, and I'm like, what is this crazy story? What's going on? And I was very like, it came to me like really humble, like, okay, this is the story, this is it. Now, okay, first like this. And I said to myself, okay, I'm not going to be in this class anymore. And I had the headphones, and I went outside and inside, and I was this annoying girl. She hated me. She was like, what do you care? It's nothing. But I was very like, I'm not doing that. So what is it, the power that they have? And this is the Indian girl who told me. She's Indian. She believes in Hashem. She's really want to become religious. They believe, and they really strongly believe that the energy comes from down to up. And we believe that the energy comes from up to down. And you can see it like a mirror. So this is something that I do yoga, and I talk to many like religions that they do chakra. That's okay, just because I said, oh, it's the same color as the chakra. No, it's not chakra. It's when you say the word chakra, so you say actually Avodah Zarah. Many even religious people, they don't know it, because for us Avodah Zarah is nothing. We don't believe it, so it's nothing. But it's not. It is something. It's like a mirror. When Abraham, after Sarah died, so he had Torah, and he had few babies from her, and he sent them to the east, and he gave them presents. He gave them like matanot, a gift, to go, and because we have enough problem with 2 kids in this area, so I go as far as you can, and take gifts so you will forget it, like to separate, split and rule. And the gift, they have power. It's not like nothing. So we need to be very careful. Again, like I said, when we talk about color, when we talk about anything, we need to be very careful where the energy comes from. And they have also the same motif. They also have snakes, they also have cows, they also have many, it's like a mirror. When we said in the Kabbalah, there is a mustag, there is a thing, it's called a Marash Hua. It shows that there is the truth, the absolute truth that is Hashem created the world, and he came from there, kind of like India, maybe even stronger and stronger, because they used to do crazy, they had really strong power. And he came out from the cave, right? He used to hide in the cave when he was a baby, because the king wanted to kill him. And then the king died, and he went out from the cave, and he didn't see nothing in the cave, he was just hiding there. And he see the word, and he said, okay, it's probably, like, you probably all know the story, but it's always nice to remember, because he saw the sun, and he said, oh, this is the sun, this is the most powerful thing. And he had this want that we are just looking for it, but we do have it, we want to connect to something. And he said, of course, it's the sun, of course. And then it changed to the moon. He said, okay, probably it's the moon, it is the sun, so it's the sun. And then to the earth, to the sand, to the stone, to many other objects. And after he tried from this age, 3 years, and then we have 17 years until Lech Lecha, with 17 already, like 70 years, he tried and find and discover and ask and check and everything, until he found out behind everything, if you remove the chair, if you remove the sky, the sun, everything, so you will see one absolute truth, which is Borei Olam, one creator. This is it, one. After that, what am I going to do with that? I'm going to Lech Lecha, I don't even know where, but I'm following this one. And then we try to find what we need to do with it. But first, there is one. This is what we believe, this is his Torah, this is his something that he's bringing to the world, and we are we're following him, so this is what we want to bring. And from the other side, there is the many. This is not one, this is 100,000, two, not many, anything that is not one. So it's like broken mirror. It's like there is the truth, and then we have a mirror. So the mirror shows what is seen from the truth. It's the same, there is a chair, there is a table, there is everything. This is not true. This is the reality. And what happens when someone do avodah zarah? So it's like breaking the mirror, and from one truth you can see thousands. Everything they show the same something, but everything there is not true. So we need to be very careful when we go to someone that does the Kursini or many other things that connect to spirituality. So it's okay to ask. You're using something that is where you bring your energy from up to down, from down to up, is something very simple to remember. So we want to remember the white color comes from above us. This is will be for today. If you have questions,
I just a little story. I had a teacher in July, and she went through a period where she was not religious. Now she father died, and terrible story. Whatever. So she chucked it all, and she ended up in Hawaii, and she got into Buddhism, and she was very interested in it. She was learning it. Anyways, at one point, to become part of the club, you had to go to the temple, and to go into the temple, the door wasn't full height. Like to walk into this place, you had to bend down. I think you saw places like that, right? And immediately opposite the door was a Buddha. Yeah. And so she wanted to be part of this group, but somehow this was like the mind. This was like she couldn't bring herself to bend down to this Buddha. And so after that, everything turned around.
wow.
So sort of like what you said, everything turned around. Like a Jew can't have that avodah zarah. A Jew can't be with that. It's like, no, I've come.
It's great because it said, I was to die, like not to hold the ring from the floor, and it was like proportion. Because the thing Shabbat, pray, and wear this and that. Okay, this is to die, and then this is bring me to think again. Again, very strong.
The main question here.
Short comment. I remember when I toured in Taiwan and so on, I couldn't go into the temple close by. It was this, what shall I call it, feeling spirit around it that I just couldn't handle it. I couldn't totally come close to it. And, whew, I mean, there I even wash my shoes. The place is so dirty, but, you know, it's so different. The spirit.
Yeah, you can feel it. It's different. You don't allow to even drink the water or to hide from the shade from the building. Yeah.
No wonder with your explanation, I understood now why so many Jews are going into Buddhism, looking into spirituality. It's verified that with your explanation, and they want it until they will realize something is not, it's coming from the difference.
Yeah.
You know, Maury, maybe at the end of this, I'll understand it, but like when I was a little kid and we would go like travel with the family, we would go to the church, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It just made me not feel good. But what my point is, the colors were always like purple, maroon, right? And I love those colors. Kind of like your hat, your headband.
Yeah.
No.
Kaya.
They were always very purple, very dark, right? All these churches and stuff, they had all velvet on rooms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I liked those colors, but at the same time, I didn't feel it was
The
premature.
church was not the place for that. Place of worship was not, don't want those colors there.
There.
You want your religious place to be different
What
colors.
do you think of it? You're 8 years old, you know, whatever. Yeah, it's interesting though. It
Just
wasn't like I went to like black and gray and creepy. It was nice colors. But
But the light on them was not nice. The light. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great start.
Thank you all. Hope you enjoyed.
We disconnected.